What happened between you and this person wasn't just a breakup. It was something much deeper. It felt like a storm that tore through your heart and left you questioning everything about yourself. You gave your all, trying to keep something real, while they slowly drained your energy and made you feel like you were the only one who cared. They didn't come to you with honesty. They hid behind masks, played games, and blamed you for things you didn't do. Every time you tried to understand, they twisted the truth until you started doubting your own reality. You wanted love, truth, and effort, but instead you were left feeling confused, hurt, and unseen. Their actions left scars, even if they never realized how much damage they caused. They expected you to stay broken. They thought you'd keep waiting, wishing, and replaying the pain. But you didn't. You found your strength. You pulled yourself out of the mess and chose peace over chaos. You decided to put your energy back into yourself instead of chasing what was hurting you. Now, they're the ones watching from a distance, seeing how far you've come. They finally notice your worth, but it's too late. The person they once tried to tear down is now stronger, calmer, and more powerful than ever. This is your rise. The pain that once crushed you has become the fire that pushes you forward. You've turned every wound into wisdom and every tear into strength. You no longer look for closure. You became your own closure. This isn't just healing, it's transformation. You've rebuilt yourself piece by piece, and now you shine with a light that no one can dim. You didn't just move on, you rose higher than they ever expected. Let's be honest about what really went on. This person needed control like air. They craved attention and fed off your energy, even if it meant destroying your peace to get it. They knew how to say the right things, how to make you feel seen, but it never lasted. Their words sounded deep, their actions looked real, but it was all a show. One day, they were warm and loving. The next, they turned distant and cold. You never knew which version of them you'd get. And every time you tried to understand or find answers, they left you even more confused. They kept you stuck between hope and heartbreak, giving just enough to keep you from walking away. It was a cycle that left you tired and empty. Some of you were hurt deeply, through words, lies, or emotional games. Maybe they made you question your own feelings, made you think you were too emotional, too demanding, or too hard to love. They twisted things until you started doubting yourself. That's how they kept control, by making you think you were the issue when all you ever did was care too much. But you were never the problem. You were the one who brought love, loyalty, and light into the connection. They just didn't know how to handle it. Instead of matching your effort, they used your kindness to feed their ego. Every time they said sorry, it was just to pull you back in. Every promise was another way to keep you hooked. This wasn't love, it was control dressed up as affection. You were giving from the heart, and they were taking without giving anything real back. What you went through wasn't your fault. You were simply loving someone who didn't know what love truly means. What they once sent out into the world has found its way back to them. Life has a natural way of evening things out. The hurt they caused you is now showing up in their own life, only deeper and harder to face. They're no longer in control, and the same tricks they used on you are now being used against them. Their charm doesn't work like it used to. People can see through their words and false promises. The image they built is falling apart piece by piece. This isn't about revenge or wishing them pain. It's simply the universe bringing balance. Karma doesn't forget. It teaches through experience, and they're finally learning what it feels like to be on the other side of the games they played. Now they're facing the same confusion and emptiness they once pushed onto you. They're feeling betrayed, unsure, and alone. Nothing around them feels steady anymore. Their relationships are strained, their finances may feel uncertain, and their confidence has started to fade. The peace they once felt in your presence is gone, and they're realizing it was never theirs. It was something you brought into their life. You were the calm in their chaos, the love that made things feel safe, the grounding energy they didn't know how to appreciate. Without you, everything feels off balance. They're left sitting in the same silence they once left you in, and now it echoes louder than ever. What they once ignored is now the very thing they crave. What they took for granted has become the loss that keeps them awake. And that emptiness they feel, It's the reflection of what they created. The difference now is, you've healed, and they're finally being shown the truth of what they lost. Right now, they're uneasy inside. Peace doesn't come easily anymore. They lie awake, replaying moments in their mind, the sound of your laughter, the warmth in your eyes, the comfort in your voice. They can't stop thinking about what used to be. They scroll through your social media, trying to find clues about your life. Some even ask around or make fake accounts just to see what you're up to. But it's not because they've grown, it's because they can't handle the thought of you moving forward without them. They miss the attention, the love, and the care you gave so freely. They miss being the one you once looked at with hope. They might even type out messages, then delete them, unsure of what to say. What they really want isn't connection, it's control. They want to feel like they still matter to you, like they still have a hold on your heart. Your silence has become their biggest trigger. It speaks louder than any words could. The fact that you've gone quiet, focused on yourself, and stopped reacting, it's driving them crazy. Behind the calm face they show the world, they're falling apart. They feel anger, but it's mixed with guilt and regret. They're upset with you, yet deep down, they're really angry at themselves for losing something so genuine. They think about reaching out, but fear stops them. Pride stops them. Still, they wonder, do you ever think about them? Is there still a chance? What they don't understand is that your healing has changed everything. You no longer need their apology, attention, or presence to feel whole. You've outgrown the version of yourself that chased their approval. And now, while they're stuck in the same old patterns, you've found peace they can no longer touch. It's easy to think they miss you out of love, but that's not what's really happening. They don't long for you the way your heart hopes they do. What they actually miss is how they felt when they were around you. You made them feel like they could be better, like they were more than their mistakes or pain. You saw the best in them, even when they couldn't see it themselves. For a while, they enjoyed that reflection you gave them. You were their safe place, their source of comfort and validation. But instead of growing into that better version of themselves, they simply borrowed your light. They didn't do the inner work to change. They leaned on your energy to feel whole. And now that you've stepped away, they're left with the emptiness they always tried to hide. This isn't love, it's dependency. They miss the attention, the warmth, the way you made them feel seen. They want to feel special again, even if they never gave you that same care in return. They're not reaching out because they've changed. They're doing it because they crave the power your love once gave them. They want to know they can still reach you, still pull at your emotions, still make you react. It's about ego, not heart. It's about control, not connection. They'll say all the words they know you want to hear, but their actions will tell the real story. Something in their energy won't feel right. You'll sense the difference. Love shouldn't feel heavy or confusing. It shouldn't make you question your worth. Real love brings peace, not pain. And deep down, you already know, they're not missing you. They're missing the way you made them feel. And that's not your burden to carry anymore. You've come such a long way. You've faced your pain with courage, the sleepless nights, the tears, the prayers, the deep inner work. You've picked yourself up again and again, rebuilding your confidence and learning to trust your own voice. You're finally finding peace within yourself. You're starting to attract calm, growth, and joy. Not because it magically appeared, but because you made the brave choice to put yourself first. Don't let anyone's sudden return shake what you've built. Their apology might sound genuine. Their eyes might look full of regret, but remember how it felt when they had your heart and didn't treat it with care. Remember the confusion, the tears, the way you had to rebuild from the pain they caused. You've worked too hard to return to what broke you. You're not here to save anyone. You're here to live fully. The love meant for you will never make you question if you're enough. It will show up. It will stay. It will grow with you. Don't give up your healing for the comfort of something familiar. Don't let loneliness or guilt lead you back to a story that already ended. You owe no one a chance to repeat old pain. This is your new chapter. You've learned the lesson. Now it's time to move forward. Let them watch from a distance. Let them wonder. You've already found your closure. Their silence was the answer. Your peace is the victory. Keep choosing calm, keep protecting your heart, keep standing tall. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer need to be understood. You are the understanding. The love that's coming next will meet you where you are, honest, steady, and pure. You are the peace they couldn't give. You are the light they couldn't hold. You're not going back. You're moving forward, and everything good is already on its way to you.